Hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you are watching this, and welcome to Whispering Waves. We had a message coming in, and it was kind of like a take on the last video I made. Somebody wanted me to elaborate a little bit more on bartering, and I am encouraging more people to barter in your area. Now, that's something that you know, I went and had to take and create me a little website to just for my bartering. Uh, and if you go to simdiff.com, they are a free website. You can build. It's so easy, simple, and different. That's the reason why, and it's great. You can put your little things on there for your local people to see what you barter with. Now, bartering is something that a lot of people kind of like, oh, bartering, right? Always get the short end of the stick to say. Now, yes, sometimes that's true, but then the universe has a way of making it up. There are so many times when people would, oh, they want to trade this and that and this sort of stuff. And yeah, the trade isn't quite as fair on my end. But you know what? I don't mind. The universe always, always, always makes up. Whatever you put out, you get back. The law of the circle, it goes around, comes around. And I just love how that works because I give it out or I barter it out or whatever happens. And then I say, ooh, let's see what's going to come my way next. And sure, by golly, something wonderful. Somebody comes up with, hey, can you use this? Or hey, how about that? Or even one time, I can't remember what the deal was, but I said to my husband, I said, oh, don't worry about it. The universal, the law of attraction, all that sort of stuff, he always kind of rolls his eyes. Yeah, right. But we got a check in the mail. A check in the mail came in, $50. And, it always happens. So get out there. And one of the things that one of my ladies said, oh, that's a great idea of bartering, but I don't have anything to barter with. And I know this gal. And I said, you have a sewing machine and you can sew. And there's a lot of people, money is getting kind of strapped right now until things get, shifted and changed. We're in this great shifting. And I said, uh, there's a lot of people who are going to want to hang on to their clothes. They're changing their diet, myself included. I've got a lot of clothes that I'm happy to say they're getting too big for me. But I love them. I love the things. And every now and then you'll see something, falling off my shoulder because it's too big. I don't have a sewing machine. I can't sew. And doing certain alterations by hand, yeah, I can do that, but it doesn't look as good. If I had somebody I could barter with to, do a little sewing, that would be great. And she's like, oh, I didn't think about that. Think, what do you have? What can you create? Now, something else I tell people, have a bartering stock. If you're crafty or whatever you have, set things aside. This is my barter stock kind of thing. And that's what I do. I have a tubs of things, and when somebody wants something or when I want something, I ask them, hey, would you barter with me? How about this? How about that? It's different. People are not used to because it is the people are shameful. We have been programmed that What? You don't have any money? Ooh, kind of thing. And you want to barter? Kind of. It's changing. We have got to move out of that mind frame of it's shameful that you don't have money. It's not that at all. It's like I have money, but I like to use the money that I have for the things that I can't barter for or I can't do things for. And as times get a little bit more uh, tight next year, I'm going to be, I've got my bartering stock and I see somebody. I don't have apple trees, I don't have fruit trees or anything like that on my property yet. I'm working on it. But by the time I get apple trees and peach trees and all these kind of trees going, it's going to be about 5 or 6 years before we have something that's worth, doing. So I will be approaching people. It's like, hey, would you trade me one of my baskets or one of my piece of my artwork or some of my other things that I make for, a case of your, fruit, food, bartering, people, learning how to can and doing all those things. People are getting into that. It's part of the great shift that we're going through. We need to start to shift and change. Now, I know a lot of people that are, oh, I can't wait until the great shift is occurred. I can't wait until all this stuff happens. Honey, it's happening now. It really is. People don't realize it. We're so stuck in the mind frame of what we don't have. People forget what they do have. And if you're having any trouble with that, you can get a hold of me and I'll talk you through it. You never know what you can come up with. Crocheting, anything. My husband, he does woodworking. So, and I do a lot of some of the creations that he makes. I burn on the wood and make it nicer and things. And he bartered with another guy. He needed metal and he needed this and that. So he went and talked to the guy and said, "Hey, I've got these projects that I want to do, and you got this metal here, and would you consider trading me for something?" And the guy's like, "Actually, what I really need is," and they just started talking and working and this sort of stuff. And my husband came home and he was like, "I'll be damned." Hey, it worked. It's something new. So get your barter going, get your barter on, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll be talking about this again probably as questions come up. Don't forget to share, like, all that kind of stuff. Um, Down in the description, I will include my email if you need to get a hold of me. And it's almost Halloween time, so Christmas is coming up for people, and get your barter on. Bye bye. Have a wonderful day.